My name is Pete Comstock. I'm a resident of Glen Spey, New York, in the town of Lumberland. Energy extraction and industrial development in this country have a long history of catastrophes, which have compromised the health of our people and degraded our environment. Rolling Steel and the DuPont Corporation saw the Delaware River as a toxic waste conduit to the Atlantic Ocean. The same thing for General Electric and the Hudson River. And just a stone's throw from our national wonder of Niagara Falls, Hooker Chemical turned Love Canal into that infamous poster child of, quote, our failure to exercise a concern for future generations.
Hi, I'm Margarita Glazer. I am a resident of Bethel. I am for keeping fracking out of New York State and as far away from Bethel as possible. I take offense to those who say that opposers of fracking are misguided by fear. Fear is an innate instinct that protects us from bad things happening. Fracking is a bad thing.
And unnecessary health risks will not occur in our town. Our traditional economic drivers of tourism, agriculture, and second home markets will remain the driving force for community improvement, and our quality of life will remain rural rather than becoming an industrial zone. My short letter is about the economic impact on this town if we would have drilling. But what I'd like to say tonight is just about some of the myths that occur around gas drilling. We are told that there are 100 years of shale gas. The U.S. government statistics say there are only 11 to 23 years. They say that natural gas will make us independent, yet much of the gas leases are already sold to China, Britain, France, Canada, Norway, Japan, and India. We're really selling our gas to the highest bidder.
Gas drilling, like Bethel currently offers, we enjoy patronizing our local merchants frequently, and importantly, pay our fair share of taxes. We are deeply concerned that the introduction of fracking will be negative for the area overall and detract from the superb qualities that Bethel offers all of us. In particular, we are deeply concerned about the risks of contaminating our water, polluting our air, ruining the rural atmosphere, and changing it to an industrial zone with all the usual issues of industrialization, including massive truck traffic damaging our roads and our beautiful landscape, polluting our air, noise pollution, negative impacts on tourism, agriculture, and property values, and overall negatively impacting our quality of life. In summary, we are deeply concerned about the impact that fracking will have on our community.
First, let me start out with telling you that I'm against fracking. I live in the western end, as some would say, the ag zone. I consider it paradise, even though sometimes when the chicken manure trucks come down and I'll have to shut my windows and then I get an onslaught of flies, I still love the rural ag zone. If we allow gas drilling, the rigs could be in my backyard or in the side of my property. As you can see, I have a bunch of fields and some neighbors. And if you ask, I can't read my speech. If you allow the zone, you can see how I could have a wellhead right next to me, or maybe across the street when they get done with the first one. This would be from my second-story window out the bedroom. So that works, thank you. Thanks. Or maybe we could have a staging area across the street instead of the well pad. Then we could have the land cleared for, the land cleared, as you can see what happens when we have multiple multiple well pads that they have to connect together. And my house could be right there where I used to have woods and forest behind me. And let's not forget about the processing plants, the compressors, the metering stations, and the tanks that I could now have in the front, the side, and the back of my house when it's all built out. I'd like to tell you that this could be your view of your front porch coming soon. Pro drillers have asked you to wait. Don't make any hasty decisions yet, they say. Well, locally, we have been asking the gas companies for years, what's in our fracking fluids? Sorry. Oh, sorry. If the activity during the day isn't good enough for you, don't worry, the party and the lights will continue on through the evening in your backyard. We've been asking the gas companies for years now what's in their fracking fluid. You can see the River Reporter from 2008. I still don't have an answer yet.
It's on the internet.
And what will we do with that water once we have the chemical waters that have come down through? This has been a PA problem for years. I'd like to just let you know that I love Bethel. I care about my community. We're all having hard times paying our taxes, including myself. We're not alone. Everyone across the nation is having financial issues. Doesn't mean we need to sell our health and safety for the short-term gains of a few. Please pass this amendment to our local zoning. Our health and safety are depending upon it. Thank you.
Roads get damaged, but they don't pay for them, we pay for them. Air gets polluted, that's not part of their costs. Whose cost is it? It's a cost to us, it's financial and health-wise. The elected officials say, forget the Clean Act, guys, we need Clean Air Act. You don't have to worry about that. So that's why their costs are so high. In terms of drinking water, the same thing happens. They do not have to comply with the Drinking Water Act, so that's a really cool low cost. Their costs are lower.